ayahuasca is just a good excuse to cover that story up.
That's that zombie juice right there. That's gene therapy and some more of it, and it's definitely not enough of it. They got some more shit for y'all too that's dependent on that shit. Damn, OG, you done broke it off. I know they can't stand me, OG. I done got your ass cooking.
Hey, look, our people probably appreciate it.
Yeah, no, come on. But now we ride.
Look, these people are being turned off.
Come on.
Those are your non-player characters.
NPCs.
When the NPCs being turned off, it's going to look like a sudden adult death syndrome. The church been teaching it for years, and they was calling it the rapture. But they had the story upside down and backwards. So when they was saying a motherfucker was going to be gone in the twinkling of an eye, no, he going to be gone, but that motherfucking form going to be sitting there.
Come on.
He going to be turned the fuck off.
Come on. It's over with.
Now, the sky's about to open up.
Yeah. They say the veil, hey, the family up in here been going crazy. That veil is lifted, y'all. Y'all know that.
So when the veil is fully lifted,
yeah,
we going to clearly see what they've been trying to conceal. That's why I have to keep telling these motherfuckers the truth every time I say something, because I want to be so firmly rooted in the truth, I can't be shook.
That's why I can't fuck with them, OG, because they don't feel you. They trying to call you a fraud because they trying to bank up off our people. Man, this shit over with. These niggas, I hope these niggas have fun with that money. You better get.
I don't care about. Look, I don't care if people want to be African American, man. I don't have a problem with them wanting to be African American. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, these niggas sick, OG.
Look, they can be unapologetically African American.
Yeah. If
they don't understand that black is the defenders on the chessboard and they just want to be civilly mortis, they can be black. Unapologetically so.
Come on.
They can be free white persons in law, a blackamoor.
Come on.
I don't care. All I'm telling them is I don't mind y'all being here. Just don't get in the way because I'm collecting my birthright.
They got to get this shit back. Sit back.
While you see these Mississippi red clay dirt walking around in human form,
yeah,
exalting Big Mama to her rightful position.
Come on.
Giving their sisters back their rightful inheritance.
Come on, listen.
Calling the corporation on a fraudulent establishment.
Yeah.
Serving an eviction notice and severing the contract on behalf of all of the incompetent chiefs who didn't know it was time to sever the contracts. While we doing all that shit, just please leave my people alone.
Come on.
That's all. I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah.
If you African American and you from Africa, which I don't mind you being from Africa, but I don't know an African from Africa that call himself African.
Come on, man. My
if he from Nigeria, yeah, he might say he Nigerian, but more when I talk to him, they always tell me they tried.
Come on.
They don't tell me they from Lagos, Nigeria.
Man knows thyself.
They don't tell me that they from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah.
They tell me they tried. And then I'll be like, what part of the continent is that tribe? Now they start telling you regional shit based off the exonymic description of the Berlin Conference. Because that's our perspective, and the only way they can show us on the map where they from, using the language that we can understand, because we all been indoctrinated by the same enemy.
Come on, remember who you are.
But when he tell me who he is, he gonna give me a name and a tribe first, yeah, out the gate.
Come on.
Now, the ones who might give you something different is the ones who've been converted to Islam, as if that shit not equally as fraudulent.
Break their ass off, OG. Stop playing with these niggas.
If we study the history of international slave trade,
yeah,
The so-called niggas financed it. Some niggas called Arabs started it, turned it into a business, a booming business that resulted in hundreds of trillions of dollars over the years. All of the nations of Europe who has no resources begin to use that as a means of currency exchange.
Come on.
So the money that they was using was transferring slaves into gold.
Come on. Receipts.
This is how the Khazarians was able to amass a massive amount of wealth in order to finance the kings of Europe conquest of the world, using the Arab slave trade mechanics as part of a fractional reserve banking network that charge interest rates to monarchies around the world. And in the end, the monarchy hold on to his little petty position, but all of the money belonged to the Khazarians.
Damn.
These Khazarians is a mulatto offspring of blackamoors and European women. They are mulatto race, a half-breed race. Their entire race was born to the concubines that the black royal family of Europe had that was pale-faced. So instead of disinheriting them, they allowed them to be custodians of the banks, what we call them Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They just cover stories.
12 punk motherfuckers.
Yeah. Now, when you find out who they work for, they look like us, but they ain't us.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
They call themselves black conquistadors if they from Spain.
Come on.
They tutors of the Tudor royal families who went about to conquer the world under the pretense of spreading the gospel.
Okay.
Now you remember, in 325 AD, Christianity was created by orders of Emperor Constantine at the Nicene Council. This is universally known throughout Christendom as the root to the Bible, compilation of originally 80 books that became 66 when they created a 400-year gap between Malachi and Matthew. They took 14 books out the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, that don't count all of the rest of the contemporary texts that the narrative that they wanted to push would expose, so they left them out.
Yeah.
Your book of Enoch, Gospel of Barnabas, Gospel of Mary, right? What they don't know is the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and the Acts of the Apostles was a play written by a playwright by the name of Josephus Flavius.
Receipts. Come on.
Joseph Flavius working for the Flavian royal family.
Okay.
Right? And he was a contemporary to a first century philosopher named of Origen. Right? Origen is the one that the doctrine, he was the mystic whose references was used to write the play.
Damn. You dropping out on their ass.
Now, there was a St. Augustine who was a 3rd century pre-Nicene Council mystic who was a SikApe. What they end up becoming known in Christendom as Coptics.
They gotta let the GDs in, man. They got to.
GDs and kick the fucking door off the hinges, motherfucker. Ain't no frame left.
Come on.
We in this bitch.
Come on.
Right? I got motherfucking Crips to my right and motherfucking Stones and Bloods to my left. We coming for this shit.
Come on. Come on.
Who the fuck, what I'm gonna do? Get Secret Service to walk with me? Them not my people.
Come on, man.
My people vice lords. My people satin disciples. MS-13.
Come on.
Them my people.
Yeah.
They told us we was outlaws and we didn't even have a right to be on our own shit, that we was blood tied to the land.
Yeah.
Crips
It's
and
straight
Bloods,
life
my
rappers.
brothers. Vatos and Locos is my family. Them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Come on.
They
We know
calling illegal aliens for going back home to their own land.
they come from Big Mama.
Look, Mexico, California was all one land.
Come on.
That's a Maru land.
Khalifas, rising power to the goddesses.
The Khalifas was the queens who was left to oversee the palaces on the west when all of the chiefs went east to fight the Gullah Wars. So they went around South America and sacked the women like some bitches.
Yeah.
And still got their ass handed to them.
Come on. We know who these dirty motherfuckers is.
They got their ass handed to them by the women. What if they'd ran into the warriors? Tell me the story.
Things happen for
they got their ass. We on our way east to go fight the Gullah Wars because of all hands on to the M. You double up the M and say good.
Just like how I said
Look, so when you look at it, how do you spell it again? E-M?
E-M-A-R-U. It's like Amaru, but instead of it being starting with the A, it's with the E.
Right, yeah, because remember, the E flipped the M, you got another M, A-R-U. A-R means fire. Remember, the U is the C on its side off the Crip flip.
Right.
But C means C-S-E-E when you looking with the eyes.
Say that one more time for the people real quick.
The letter C means S-E-E when you see with the eyes on the flip. Now watch the flip. The two M's, we already flipped 3 M's on the last callers. We was at Michigan, Minnesota, and Mississippi. Right? Now we got Maine and Missouri. We went from a 3M flip to a 5M flip. Out the Midwest to the far west. On a cultural flip, on a name knock, off of a hair flip, off 2 streaks, a red and a blue.
Okay.
Right? Because you got 2 streaks in your hair. You got a red streak and a blue streak. That's called a hair flip. Currently, your hair look like they in cornrows.
Yeah, I have locks, but I got them braided. Yeah.
Right. So now you look, the locks is in the corn roll. The corn is the festive ceremony of the first harvest.
Okay.
Right. So in the middle of the summer, when they barbecue, we used to have corn festivals. This is a Southwest phenomenon that they practice, and now they just make different meals of salsa, different types of salsa with corn in it.
Yeah, and that's crazy that you said that, because I'll eat salsa with the tortilla. I was looking at the color synchronization because I remember I told you in my I messaged you and I told you that blue and yellow is like the most consistent colorway pattern. And so one of the first things how it came to me in this lifetime was because like I said before, I have family from the west side and the south side, but mainly from the south side and moved to the west. So my great-grandpa, my grandpa Roscoe, had moved to Berkeley. And so that's why I added the Cal Bears and stuff, because he put us on to Cal Berkeley.
Right.
So
okay, now let's finish with your name. So the 2 M's represent 2 states. 1 red, 1 blue. 1 Democrat, 1 Republican. Right? And in these 2 states are each 1 wing of a single bird. Just so happen this single bird can only be the bald eagle because that's the bird of the nation, right? Okay, now pay attention. Okay, so from the 2 states, Maine and Missouri, we got the black states in the middle, right? When do the states be black?
You said when are the states black?
Yeah, in the voting polls. Those are the votes they don't count.
Oh, okay.
right? So the rest of the states, votes not counted, only the 2 states matter, red and 1 blue.
Okay.
Okay, now in Chicago, 44 red is Chief Malik Angel Bay. The bishop flipped from the Midwest to the far west, name was T. Rogers. T. Rogers becomes the bishop on the square. Red House, aid and assist the righteous brother in the righteous endeavor to reorganize the Red House for the aid and assistance of Big Tookie.
Okay.
Okay. So T. Rogers come to inform the Red House that in the Midwest, we see the same enemy, but we don't see him the same way. Let me show you what we see while you adapt your culture to adjust to the war. Okay. Now, when they take Big Tookie out of the circulation, then they can start trying to put wedges between the youth. Right? So you got Peace Stone Bloods now, right? So 44 red, Angel Bay, 44 blue is Big Tookie, right? Tookie is the crooked man, right? King Blue. Peace Stone the Rook, right? That's Angel Bay, the lawman. And the spokesman is Larry Hoover.
Right. Free him.
The chief between the two, right? Because we always have to have a witness when we putting in work. And the witness to Larry is Angel Bay, and the witness to Angel Bay is Larry. Right? And the witness to Tookie got killed, Raymond Washington. But he got his angel wings. Now we knocking from New York off of a El Hajj Malik El Shabazz or a Malcolm X flip on chickens coming home to roost to make sure that all clans across the land is involved. Now that's the fire in the middle. Right? And the end, the C that you see is a sea of red, but it's all surrounded by blue. Right? And that's the Bloods between the Crips and the G's, rocking with the Peace Stones because they got to back up the lawman to restore the law on the land. So when Farrakhan come out and say that y'all gangbangers need to stop gangbanging because y'all gonna be the army of the righteous, how in the fuck is that possible? Well, the enemy was training them in boot camp. Big Mama was training us in the concrete jungle. Right? Only the strong survive. Right? And so we came up and found strategies around it all. Okay, this is what brings us back to the name, Amaru, which flipped Tupac on your shirt, that's tops, but the dragon is on your shorts, that's bottoms. T-shirts and blue jeans, tops and bottoms, red and blue. Right? So when we flip the two, Tupac then rise as the dragon. Holy shit, that nigga say he coming. Oh shit.
And that's how we all
man, don't you know that's going to look when if he pop out right now, man, that would shock the fuck out the world.
Man, I feel like I'm heating up. Like I'm my bad. I'm just overwhelmed with happiness because it's like when I'm not like listening. Well, I mean, I'm always listening to you. I'm an avid student of Rod Hayes, but it's just I just gotta say it's. I'm so happy to hear this because it's like I'm just
put it in your bones.
Yeah. But continue. My bad.
So right. So we actually flipping code, translating it in real time for people to see it. Right. And you got a lot of people that they can't flip code in real time. They gotta go write that shit down and try to work out the problem like you doing the math problem. Right. But I know what all this shit means so good because I know my people. Right. So when I start seeing this shit,
that's what Chief's got to do. I am it's crazy because not to be off subject, but it's connecting with what you're saying. I'm like My grandma's the oldest, my uncle's the oldest, and it's like I'm like a just about like a mirror of my uncle. Like he's a barber, but like he's you know how barbers are. Barbers are like your natural or like a psychologist pretty much. And people come to him, it's literally like
Look,
looking into a
my,
mirror. And so it's like,
my brother a barber. He got
oh,
a barber shop in the basement right here.
okay.
Now my mama is a hairdresser, my daughter is a hairdresser. All this is relevant
And
because
she,
we on a hair flip.
yeah, my mom is too.
Okay, now in our culture, this is a reminder for everybody listening. The hair place was always the place where we went and got the skinny on what's going on in the town.
That explains the gossip and the talk when they sit in.
Every neighborhood had a barber shop where the men of the neighborhood congregated to groom and discuss the issues of the community.
And that's exactly what, man.
The mothers, one of these women in the church, do hair at her house where everybody in the church come get their problem solved by a big mama while they got their hair done. Some of the men were so supportive of that, they built whole hair salons in their basement or on their back porch.
And